Chelsea, you play this weekend. How do you think you're going to get on away at Everton, Don?
Yeah, you know what? I'm actually silently confident about this game, man. I watched a lot of their games back, and funny enough, I previewed the game earlier of an Everton fan. He's not happy with how Dyche has been moving at the minute, man. And watching their games back, Terry, I can see exactly why he's not, bro. Because just watching them, it's very bland, very dead. In attack, it's really only I keep forgetting his name, the left winger they play, as well as Dwight McNeil. He's been playing quite well when he goes more centrally. But away from those two and set pieces, there's no one else really that I'm looking at to really do anything for them.
So why are they working for Moyes then, Don? Like, if there's someone happy with how Dyche is playing that way in his plan, why the whole fan base are begging for Moyes to come back?
Are they begging for Moyes?
That's what I've been seeing. I mean, look, obviously social media is just a small scope of fans, but I've been seeing a lot of talks about Moyes, get Moyes back.
Nah, I haven't seen anything about Moyes, but yeah, Ndai and McNeil are the two that I'm looking at really. But listen, right now we've got way more quality than them. In our defense, in our midfield, in attack. They've got a very good low block, and we know that they can keep goals out. But end of the day, they're playing the best attack in the league right now. Who are clicking, who are very confident. So I'm expecting us to go there and finally, deal with them over there, man. Because Everton have been a bogey team for us, especially away from home as well. You know what I'm saying? But the most important thing for us, score first. If you let these guys score first, they're just going to shut off shop, and it's going to make our job a lot harder. If we score first, I just don't see a way of them coming back, man. You know what I mean? I just don't really see it. So,
and the thing is, you've got the better goalkeeper. That's going to be an interesting thing when it comes down to this game. Everton have the better goalkeeper of the two sides, so that could play a big factor. Pickford, you'll probably see some heroics on the day, man. He's going to be on it.
Yeah, he always turns into a cat against us as well. That's the problem. He loves to
time. Take Pickford, Don.
Nah, hell no.
Over Sanchez, though.
Bro, no, man. Bro, first of all, that guy is not really good with the ball at his feet anyway, right? And his shot stopping as well is inconsistent, bro. And I don't like short goalkeepers. He's not that tall for a goalkeeper either. I don't really like
better than what you've got, Don. Like, let's be
real. Sanchez away from the Bozo moments is not a bad shot stopper. He's really not. You know what I mean? He has
is better than Sanchez. We can all agree that. Surely. Safi, come on.
Bro, come on. I'm not going to be doing up Sanchez and Pickford debates. That's just weird.
I'm just saying, like,
Pickford is better.
Pickford's going to be the guy that you look to pull off heroics. Sanchez isn't going to pull off heroics.
As much as I save last game.
As much as I call yeah, bro. Like last game, he helped us win that game. Against Bournemouth, he helped us win that game. Against Forest, he helped us get a point that game. Like he has helped us in certain games. It's just other games like Brighton, giving the ball away, sometimes kicking it straight to the opposition, annoying things like that. But in terms of the shot stopping, there's not many Chelsea fans you'll find that have got a problem with it. His shot stopping is not that bad. It's just his brain.
I think he loses focus sometimes, and that's why he makes these mistakes.
Yeah. He could just be a bit of a I don't know, but he loses his head in the back. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I expect us to win this game, man. I'm predicting. I even predicted a clean sheet for this one. I'm saying 2-0 Chelsea.
You know what it is, Don? I'm looking at this game, and I'm torn between two. You either destroy Everton or you drop points. Like, I don't even think you just win. No, like, you destroy them or you drop points. And it's one of those, because, like, we got to be realistic. Like, how many wins on the bouncer right now have you had? 6?
5 in the league.
5 in the league? Okay, and obviously there's the ones in the conference league. So you've been on the roll. Let's just be honest. I don't care how many wins you have in a row. It's not like you're never going to drop points again for the rest of the season. It's always tricky with these type of teams because you look at them and you're like, all right, they've been in form. They've been winning. When can I actually predict they're going to have a banana slip? Because it has to be a game that you're going to have to drop points from now to the end of the season. So logically, yes, you are winning. But let's be honest, when is the next loss/draw coming from? And I think this has the highest potential for now. Not because you're not playing well, not because of any of these things. I'm just looking at the opposition. Are you playing home or away, by the way?
We played away.
Away, there you go. And I remember that's probably why I was thinking that even more. I was looking at that. I was like, all right, what could be a tricky trip for a team right now like you guys? And Goodison Park right now, it's not a bad shout to say this could be a potential banana slip. And it has nothing to do with your quality versus theirs or your form versus theirs. On quality, on performances, on everything, you should absolutely smash them. But I seen Everton concede 4 to me and 4 to Spurs. but then they went and made Arsenal's life hell last week. So it
Yeah,
could be just
Arsenal-
one of those games. You are better than Arsenal.
Good as ours, though.
No, you're better than Arsenal. You're playing better than them right now.
Mhm.
I don't think you're gonna approach the game the same way they did. They went toe to toe with a team that they tried to be physical with a team that's physical. They try to be a team that is good on set pieces through set pieces. You play different, but I feel like it could be one of those games where Sean Dyche knows how to rough up good teams. When a team has a good flow and they play well, he kind of knows how to approach these games and kind of work them off their game. It could be one of those games where they're more physical than you, and it kind of throws you off your game. They can make the game ugly, and if the game is ugly, they have a good chance of picking up points. You know what I'm saying? Because I and this is not a disrespect to Chelsea. I can't remember off the back of my head how many times did you guys get involved into these close, ugly duels this season, and you left with the 3 points. Last game, you kind of faced adversity, and fair enough, you guys left with the 3 points. But if I'm predicting a game where you guys could potentially drop points because the game might not go your way and you don't get to play your best game, it is this one. You know, but as I said, equally, I do see you guys. If you do play well and you manage to play your game, I could easily see it being a 3-0 Chelsea.
Yeah,
it's a tough one for me to predict.
Right now, like I said, watching how they've been playing, right, and who they've got in attack in comparison to us, they struggle to score goals. Their patterns are very, very.
Have no quality in the final third. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, they're very predictable. You've got Ndai. He likes to sort of cut into the midfield rather than going wide, which closes down a lot of space for them. You know, they've got Gay, Decore in midfield, these sort of guys, Mangala. Like, come on, like we should be beating them, right? The main thing for us, obviously, we're missing Cucurella. Vega, I reckon, will probably come into the lineup to add a little bit more physicality and height in the box because obviously him and Tosin adds a lot of height. Colwell, you know, we've been good on corners. We haven't conceded a single corner this year, bro. You know, so does that mean that Caicedo is going to go right back and invert because Lavia is now back, or does it mean that Gusto will play at left back, you know, and Caicedo might start at right back? I don't know what he's going to do with the back line, right? But regardless of the lineup he goes with, we've got more than enough to be beating Everton, right? But like I've said, it's very, very important we score first to make sure that we have an easy day out. If we don't score first, it's going to be problems, I reckon. It's going to be a hard one to get a W if we don't score first, bro.
I think you will. I think you'll win this game, but it's one of those tough ones in the sense of it. They just got their. I think one little factor in the noise could be very raucous. They've just got their new owners through, and they've been looking for new owners for a while. And those little things can sometimes. I know they actually lost their first game, but they didn't have a very good team at all. Do you remember when Spurs went to Newcastle and they had that game? They were 1-0 up early, and it was crazy atmosphere. But that Newcastle team then was, I would say, much worse than this Everton team is. Not a bad Everton team. They can be hard to break down at times. They've had a few good results recently. It's going to be a tough one. I think you're going top this weekend.
Ooh.
Just a gut feeling. I think you're beating. Big up rival tears. I think you're going to beat Everton, and I think Tottenham are going to nick a win against Liverpool. I think Chelsea are going top this weekend. Just a little gut feeling.
Right. I hope you're right, man. I keep
it happens. The biggest reason I hope it happens is so I can still watch Chelsea fans halfway through the season and say we're not in a title race.
He said,
you're going top. You're going top.
Sorry, mate. What he said, Terry, in the interview?
No.
They asked him, they're like, "Oh, you guys in the title race?" He was like, "Oh, I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what that is."
I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying watching everybody. Well, not everyone. That's an exaggeration. I'm enjoying watching a big proportion of Chelsea fans, the manager, the players, pretend they don't know what a title race is, that they're not in one, that they don't look at tables. I quite like the camaraderie in that, even though we all know that they're looking at it and they're studying it and they're looking at the next games. But yeah, I think this weekend, I'm going to go have a Chelsea win 2-1, and I'm going with a Spurs 2-1 win as well.
Spurs play Liverpool, isn't it?
Spurs play Liverpool. That's the other big game. And for me, Liverpool are the favourites. I just got a gut feeling that Spurs might pull this one off. I've got a gut feeling Spurs are going to pull it off.
I don't trust this Spurs team at all.
I know. I hear you.
Dollars, we put 3 past them, and we're not good side.
Dude, but that's what I'm saying. So look, they almost bottled a 3-0 lead against Man United. Yeah, they almost bottled that.
I mean, yeah, but we can't really say they. It was more one person though, innit? It was Forster, man. He was moving crazy.
Yeah, okay, but then
Yeah,
obviously
he made it
they have
worse.
to come through the defense to get to that point, and it's kind of
No,
just the
what
mentality
do
of
you mean come through the
Spurs.
defense, bro? Archie Gray literally passed him the ball and he just gave it. He gave it to Bruno, not Bruno, Ahmad. And for the first one, again, he got
And
the
he
ball
gave it to Bruno.
and he just gave it to Bruno. Like,
But Don, you
Can't
don't
blame
realize
anyone.
this is in their DNA. There's the word Spursy for a reason. It's who they are. That is it. And to
I hear it. I
expect,
hear it.
I see what Terry's saying, but to expect them to come up, like, it is kind of Spurs. Like, you do see them sometimes turn up for these big games and then they'll lose against a smaller team. But no,
Yeah,
I think
No,
Liverpool
listen,
are
I think you're right in that, and I'm not going to try and create some weird tactical reason as to why Spurs will win. I'm just going with a little gut feeling. I'm going a little bit
Football
against I'm going, yeah, football gods, and going a little bit against the grain. I just every now and then under Big Ange, Spurs have kind of pulled off when they beat City twice, once in the Carabao Cup 2-1. That's the kind of game I think it's going to be. So that was before City got really, really bad. Liverpool are not in the best form at the moment. I've just got a feeling they might score first, Tottenham. But I feel, and I don't want Chelsea fans, and I don't want Man United fans to take this as an offense. But I feel as though Big Ange is going to respect Liverpool more just through history, names, they've won trophies. And I think if he takes that lead, just like they did against City, I think they'll become more compact and hard to break down. When they played Chelsea, I think they didn't show Chelsea enough respect once they went 2-0 up quickly. If they could have made it hard, suffocated the game, stopped Chelsea from moving the ball, stuck 11 men behind the ball for periods of time, I think that they could have seen their way through that game. But they just allowed it to be open and wide and Chelsea to continue playing their football. The two victories against City, they didn't do that. So I've just got this, there's a little gut feeling that if they score first as well, I see a little 2-1 Tottenham win. I think Chelsea beat Everton and they finish this weekend top of the league, but not in a title race, of course.
that Chelsea game is going to be a hard fought win. I think they'll win, but I think it'll be like a 1-0 or something. Like Chelsea don't travel well to Goodison, they really don't. And this is the last season.
Yeah, but the thing is, we don't. But then again, a lot of these players weren't part of those records, man. Like that's what I'm saying. We're changing a lot of these narratives. We don't really play well against Wolves. We beat them. You know, we don't really travel well against West Ham. We beat you lot comfortably. You know what I'm saying? 3-0, you know.
Easily.
Right? Same thing against Brentford. Our record against Brentford ain't great. We beat them. You know what I'm trying to say? We had to graft over the line. Aston Villa recently, the record ain't been great. We beat them. So these are brand new players, bro. It's a brand new manager. All these narratives.
Are you at breaking down low blocks, Don? Are you confident? If it's deep, you're comfortable.
Yeah, we know how to break down low blocks, man. I saw it against Palace. 5 big chances created in that game. Yes, we drew, but we created a lot of chances. We should have beaten them. Forest, same sort of thing. Before Arsenal played them, we had the highest XG against them created. You know what I mean? The other day against Brentford, bro, Flecken was making so many saves and they were playing a low block. So we know what we're doing in terms of beating low blocks, which we didn't with Poch. But it's all about, again, having that quality in front of goal. That's the main thing for us because we're converting chances right now. You know what I mean? The only way I see Everton beating us is if they just score all these set pieces and we're just all off our game. The way we're playing right now, the confidence in the team, Maresca leading the team, I just don't see us. I don't see us losing. I'll be honest with you. I don't see us losing against them.
Clip that, KJ. Clip that.
You can clip it, bro.
A few people here saying Terry, like we're in great form. It's copium, Terry. Like I'm not saying you're in the worst form in the world. You are 20 games unbeaten. And I'm not continuing results, but I didn't think you were that good away at Newcastle. You had Mo Salah was the difference for you in that game, and before you went 3-2 up, you probably should have conceded a penalty. They had opportunities against you, and Spurs' attack is good. I thought you were very average away from home against Girona, nowhere near your levels. You drew with Fulham, but there was defensive mishaps all over the place, and you created lots, but you were off key in terms of burying opportunities that you created. The Southampton game midweek, it was a heavily rotated team, so I'm not taking that into consideration. So instead of losing your minds when I say you're not in the best of form, I'm looking at the last 3 or 4 matches, especially your away games. You haven't been at the best I've seen you this season. So I think that gives Spurs this opportunity, and I think they respect you a lot. And I think if they score that first goal, which I'm having a little bit of a punt that they might, I think that's what's going to happen. It's not a disrespect to predict it. Stay out. I'll be out in a minute, right, mate? Thank you. Viewers, give us your thoughts, your feelings and predictions on that in the comments section below. Arsenal fan with my feet on the ground here. Squad, but kinda have been awful. Guys like Dio, Igal, and Souls embarrass us all. Staffy is speaking facts. He's got
Good
Stephen
job, Steven.
Dobson.
See,
says
this is
here.
why I respect rival fans like you.
The
Don't just-
dwarf. Hang on. The dwarf. Hang on. Sorry. The dwarf called.
As souls in the trainers.
Oh,
Yeah, Gunner Souls. Hang on. The dwarf calls Gandalf.
Gandalf. So the dwarf
Called Gandalf staff man, and he's
Staffy.
calling you Staffy, as in like the bow staff. Right. Okay.
Gandalf,
Now
I
it
like
makes.
that.
Now it makes. I didn't know. I've watched those films a lot. I don't remember him ever. Maybe it's in the books. He says that. I don't remember hearing that in the
Let me tell
film.
you something, Joe. When you have to explain a joke, it tells you how shit that joke was.
Right down, Gandalf.
Right. What isn't a joke
Oh,
is we're now on to the fan team.